Hey there, and welcome to HisTime365. I'm so glad you're here for day 144 of our 365-day journey through the Bible. Today, we'll look at Job 31 through 33, and I'll walk you through what happens, what it means, and why it matters. I'll share a summary and some insights to help you see the big picture and connect with the heart of the scripture. During your quiet time, I encourage you to read today's lesson in a Bible translation that speaks to you best. Now grab a quiet moment, take a deep breath, and let's spend a few minutes giving God his time. Job's integrity and the voice of Elihu. Have you ever faced overwhelming challenges and wondered why you were being treated unjustly? Job, in chapters 31 through 33, shares his heart and struggles, and through his journey, we learn about integrity, the quest for understanding, and the importance of listening to wisdom. In chapter 31, Job stands firm in his integrity. He reflects on his life and the choices he has made, declaring that if he has done wrong, he is willing to face the consequences. Job asks God to weigh his life against his standards. He lists the virtues he has upheld. He has not looked at others with lust. He has treated his servants fairly, and he has not turned away from the poor in their need. Job 31, 1 through 11. He believes that if he has sinned, it should be addressed, but he feels he has lived righteously. Job's conviction shines when he expresses, "If I have withheld the poor from their desire," Job 31:16. He acknowledges the responsibility he has towards those less fortunate. In today's context, this can remind us to think about how we treat our co-workers or those in our communities. For instance, consider how we handle power dynamics at work. Are we lifting others up or stepping on them? As Job continues, he calls upon God to answer him. He desires to understand why this suffering has come upon him. Have you ever felt that same longing? When life seems unfair, we crave answers. Job's heart is heavy, and he seeks reconciliation with God, yearning for a chance to plead his case. In chapter 32, a new voice enters the scene, Elihu. Younger than the other friends, he has been silently listening, his heart burning with the desire to speak. He believes that Job has justified himself rather than God, and he wants to offer a fresh perspective. Elihu asserts that God communicates in various ways, sometimes through suffering, to guide us towards understanding. Job 33:14. Think about this in our daily lives. Sometimes when we face hardships, they may not be punishment, but rather a nudge towards growth. For instance, in the realm of mental health, challenges like anxiety or depression can lead us to seek help and ultimately allow us to become stronger and more empathetic individuals. Elihu's words can inspire us to embrace our struggles as opportunities for growth, rather than viewing them as mere obstacles. As Elihu speaks, he reveals that God uses these trials not just to chastise, but to refine us, much like how gold is purified. He emphasizes that God is greater than man. Job 33:12. This can be a humbling reminder. In our busy digital lives filled with social media highlights, it's easy to forget that we are all on our own individual paths, each with our unique struggles. Elihu encourages Job to recognize that God does not abandon those he loves. Instead, he guides them towards understanding and healing. This can resonate deeply with families today who may feel disconnected or overwhelmed. The power of communication, of expressing emotions and thoughts, is vital. Just as Elihu listens and then speaks, we too should strive to listen to one another, especially when times are tough. By the end of Elihu's discourse, he has set the stage for a deeper revelation, one that would come from God himself. His passionate defense of God's justice and wisdom invites us to reflect on our own lives. Are we ready to listen for wisdom, even when it comes from unexpected places? In conclusion, Job's integrity and Elihu's fresh insights remind us of the importance of standing firm in our values, seeking understanding, and being open to the lessons that life teaches us through trials. In times of suffering, remember that growth often comes from the struggle. What are some ways we can maintain our integrity in challenging situations at work or home? How can we encourage open communication in our families about struggles and hardships? Thanks so much for joining me today for HisTime365. Remember, today's reading is Job 31 through 33, so be sure to spend some time with those verses during your quiet time. Tomorrow, we'll be diving into Job 34 through 36, so feel free to read ahead if you'd like to prepare. If you enjoyed this time together, don't forget to like, subscribe, and tap the bell so that you never miss a day on this journey. I'll see you back right here tomorrow for day 145. Until then, stay encouraged, and thank you for giving God His time today.